The transfer of the Gitmo detainees. Given the rising recidivism rate, around 20% of former Gitmo detainees returning to the fight, are you reevaluating the Defense Department's Gitmo transfer policy?
Well, the President has made the decision to close Guantanamo, as you know, but at the same time recognizing reality, and particularly after the Christmas bombing attempt, he has suspended the returns of the Yemenis from Guantanamo to the Arabian Peninsula, and while his decision has not changed, we are clearly looking at the next steps. We, as you indicated in the opening statement, we have money in the budget for detainee operations, which includes funding for our part of the prison in Illinois. I think that's about $150 million for that prison, and that clearly is the intent of the President at this point.
$150 million. When we had the briefing before the holiday break, they added up several costs, and I think it was more like $500 million.
Yeah, that's just our part, Mr. McKeon. There is a Justice Department element and a Homeland Security piece of that, too.
Right. Do you agree with a policy that prohibits transfer of Gitmo detainees to countries that are, 1, on the state sponsor of terrorism list, 2, have active al-Qaeda cells within their borders, and 3, have confirmed cases of former Gitmo detainees that have returned to the fight?
Well, I would say that I certainly would have a problem returning them to countries that are on the terrorism watch list. If you take countries where there's been a recidivist problem, that would include both Saudi Arabia and Afghanistan. I don't think I'm prepared to draw that kind of a limit. And we, after all, we don't even know if we have an al-Qaeda cell here in the United States. So, you know, Somalia, Yemen, for sure, North Africa, and different places. So I frankly think that's probably too restrictive. Having a cell doesn't mean that the government isn't concerned about terrorists and isn't acting aggressively against those terrorists. We find ourselves in that same position.